Of course, he's my chief officer. I'm very happy with him. I'm happy with all my chief officers. Na yeye anajituma kabisa.
Why not promote him?
To what?
To mtu ambaye anapata salary kubwa.
Welcome back to Havana Media, and now we dive into a mega story shaking Nairobi County politics. Governor Johnson Sakaja's sudden reshuffling of Geoffrey Mosira from the Ministry of Environment to a desktop job, and the loud reactions from Nairobi's residents who believe Mosira was the man behind the city's recent clean and order. What really happened? Why did Sakaja make the move? And what does this mean for Nairobi's future? We want to break it down for you so that you may understand. Nairobi woke up to a political earthquake when Governor Sakaja transferred Geoffrey Mosira from the Environment Docket, a ministry where many Nairobians say had finally started working under Mosira. Garbage collection had improved, dump sites were reduced, and city roadsides looked cleaner than they had in years.
Mazingira naanza na wewe mwananchi. Nairobi tuko na shida moja. Na shida ni wananchi. Wananchi ukiwaelekeza, kila mtu anataka afanye vile anataka. Kwa sababu ukiangalia kama mtu na generate taka, vile unalipia maji. Kwa sababu ndio upate maji lazima ulipie. Bia hii taka wanafaa walipie ili iweze ikabebwe ipelekwe final disposal pale Dandora. Unapata, tuanze na CBD. Wenye biashara, wenye mahoteli, wakisha maliza biashara yao, ili uchafu ambao wamegenerate wanapatia street families. Mtu anampea chakula, anampatia, anaenda na mwaga. Unapata gunia ziko CBD kila mahali, zimejaa takataka. Tuanze na pia mandugu za gashanja ambao wanawasimamia wale hawkers. Wanapofanya biashara, wakimaliza, kwa sababu hiyo ni ofisi yake, anafaa kimaliza afagie, ayache kiwa safi. Wengine wanaacha uchafu hapo. Kuna wale wanafuata amri.
For the first time in a long time, people felt like Nairobi was slowly getting back its dignity. But instead of a promotion, recognition or praise, Sakaja abruptly moved Mosira to a desktop duty, basically an office without real power or impact. The announcement shocked many because the environment docket is one of the most problematic sectors in the country, and Mosira had been delivering results. Things became even more confusing after an interview in which Governor Sakaja denied that he was promoting people based on merit. He insisted that reshuffles were normal and that Nairobi is driven by teamwork. But Kenyans were quick to point out that his reshuffle placed the wrong people in the wrong positions, while the person who was cleaning up Nairobi was pushed aside. And many Nairobians believe this move was political. Others even think that in garbage collection, city tender deals, and waste management might have been unhappy with Mosira's strong hand in stopping corruption and reducing illegal dumping.
Wananchi wengi wanasema Geoffrey Mosira is doing a good job. Are you aware?
Of course, he's my chief officer. I'm very happy with him. I'm happy with all my chief officers. Na yeye anajituma kabisa.
Why not promote him?
To what?
To mtu ambaye anapata salary kubwa. I see that guy at night.
Yeah. You know, and
yani hakuna, you don't reward competence?
No, you reward.
Sakaja.
There are many ways to reward, but sasa ni kama mtu anaendesha basi vizuri, umpromote akue sasa anaendesha ndege. Lakini basi ndio inahitajika.
At times naona akiwa harass.
No,
and he's justified. Ameenda mahari.
Yeah, no, he's a good officer. He's a very good officer. Ni kijana nimekuwa naye tangu akiwa kwa university sono. You know, I mentored many of them when I was a student leader. Kisha alikuwa kwa county, baadaye alikuwa kwa county ya Nairobi under Governor Sonko at a very junior position.
Okay.
Very junior. Na mimi nikam identify. After the campaign I gave him aliruka how many levels. He was a junior officer at Pumwani. Now he is a chief officer. That is a good promotion. And when something is working, you don't stop it. You let it continue.
You don't promote to incompetence.
You don't promote to the incompetence. No, he's very competent. Hata leo amenirepresent kwa mkutano ya mambo ya Nairobi Rivers. He has a good team behind him. Because also Nairobi is not a one-man show.
Mosira's farm policies reportedly stepped on toes that included wealthy business interests and political brokers. But what exactly had Mosira done that Nairobians loved? For one, He enforced strict garbage collection schedules. Contractors who used to disappear for weeks were forced to deliver. He introduced tighter monitoring and accountability, making sure money paid by taxpayers was actually used to clean the city. He pushed for reforms that made Nairobi more organized. Street sweeping was back, drainage cleaning improved, and public spaces became cleaner. Even matatu operators and traders acknowledged that Mosira may have been tough, but he was fair. And Nairobians love a leader who brings results, not excuses.
Zima completely. Ama hii gari tuyamark tutaishika. Na kuangalia ni gani? Wewe mark ushike. Mkubwa yupi anapiga kelele town? There's nobody who's above the law. Kwa sababu hapa ni katikati ya residential, juu ni watu wanaishi. Na hapo katikati ni street club. Kuna watu wako juu hawana.
So, when Mosira was suddenly demoted to a desktop, people saw it is a betrayal of performance. Social media exploded with questions. Why punish someone who was doing well? Was Mosira too tough for cartels? Or even, is Sakaja protecting corruption? But the county government responded by saying everything is under control and that Nairobians should trust the system. But people are demanding transparency. They want to know the real reason behind the reshuffle. The situation has also exposed cracks within Sakaja's leadership style. Some critics say he prioritizes loyalty over competence. Others say he speaks well but fails to deliver. And then there are those who believe that Sakaja is preparing for 2027 politics and reshuffling people who don't fit into his personal plans. But meanwhile, Mosira himself has remained calm. But insiders say he is deeply disappointed, especially after months of working around the clock to deliver results. His supporters insist that this is not the end of his public service journey and that Nairobi still needs him. As all this unfolds, Nairobi continues to struggle with uncollected garbage in some estates, blocked drainage, and environmental hazards. Many Nairobians fear that removing Mosira from the front line will take the city backwards.
Sisi kama wanakijiji wa Kawangware tunamuomba Bwana Sakaja na Bwana Mosira aweze kuwa akituma lori ziwe zikiokota takataka kila siku na ikiwezekana kila wiki. Tunahofia kupata maradhi ya kipindupindu na maradhi mengine mengi kama homa ya matumbo. Tafadhali wanakijiji wa Kawangware wameumia, uvundo umekuwa mwingi sana na vijana pia wamekuwa kijikakamua kufanya kazi ya maana, ila takataka inaning'inia kwenye barabara na kuhofia na kuweka maisha yetu hatarini. Tafadhali county government ya Nairobi, tunaomba usikie kilio chetu. Tunaomba tafadhali utume lori iwe ikichukua takataka kila siku na ikiwezekana kila wiki. Asante.
Mimi napiga mboka hapa kwa take hii kitanga. By the way, mimi naweza tuambia yenyewe hii take inakuja mpaka kwa road. Na Sakaja kuna interview alisema atakuwa anatuma lori kila siku. Hata zinapaka hapa tunarusha ndani. Hizi lori hazikuji. Lori zinakuja kama mara moja kwa wiki na zinakuja lori 3. Saa mimi Kenya naweza tuomba by the way. Sakaja tu cheza tu kaa wewe. Hata kama ni lori 10 kwa wiki sitakuwa kitu. Lakini mambo ya kuachilia bana zinafika mpaka kwa road. Hapo mnatuchomea bana ni sisi tunaka takataka kwa road. Hivyo sisi. Hata sisi tukomboka. Hapa ndio tunalisha familia. Hapa ndio tunategemea. Msifungie hii grao bana. Kuna nyinyi.
Mimi ni mzee, niko na 47 years. Kuna watoto 12. Nilikuwa na kazi nyingine, hiyo kazi ikapotea. No, hapo ndio inalea watoto wangu. So, kitu nilikuwa naomba tu hii take sifungwe. Kama kutakuwa na solution yoyote, saidie tu ifungwe ibebwe. Watoto wakule, wengine wajilee. Tu hivyo tu ndio tunaomba.
Whether the reshuffle was political punishment, administrative confusion, or something deeper, one thing is very clear. Nairobi deserves leaders who reward performance and protect progress, also put citizens first. That is what we as Havana Media have come up with. Thank you so much for watching Havana Media, and let us know what you think. Was Geoffrey Mosira demoted for doing a good job, or was it just politics as usual? Remember to always subscribe, like, and share our videos to your friends and families. My name is Odwor Billy. Make sure that we head into 100,000 followers. Bye bye. See you in the next video.